Hey, what's up guys? It's Lily, and today's video is going to be a how I edit my thumbnails tutorial. And I got this requested a few weeks ago and I just now got around to it. And I don't have much else to say about this video, so I guess without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to open up my internet browser and then type in Ribbit in the Google search, and it will bring you to this page right here. And I'm going to hit create a collage. Okay, so now that we have our web page loaded, I'm going to hit create a grid collage. Then it will bring you to this page right here, and I need to upload my photos. So on my Mac, I have 4 photos that I'm going to use for this thumbnail. I'm not actually using this thumbnail for this video, but I just have 4 random photos that I'm going to upload. So you're just going to come down to this bar right here, hit upload photos, and it'll bring you up to this. So I'm going to find the photos that I want. So I just have 4 random ones. Okay, so now that we have our 4 photos uploaded, I am going to go to spacing and bring it all the way down just because I don't like the look of separation between my photos. And also, just a side note, if you don't want to use 4 pictures in your thumbnail, you can come up to here to basic or grid. Well, the grid one is premium, so you have to pay to get those ones. But for the basic ones, you can choose like 2 photos side by side, 2 up and down, 3, 4, however many you would like in whatever formation you would like. And then once you have the thing that you want, I'm just doing a 4x4. It shows up first in a square, and for a thumbnail, that square shape doesn't work. So I'm going to come down here, and where it says no constraints, I believe that's how you pronounce it. I honestly don't know. And the dimensions I find work best is 16 by 9. So I'm going to come down where it says 16 by 9. And as you see, as I click the button, it changed the dimensions. So now I'm going to add my 4 photos down from this bar. I have 2 pictures of myself and then 2 pictures just random. So I dragged my pictures in. I'm going to move this thing out of the way so you can see. So as you can see, this picture isn't the correct dimensions for the photo outline. So I'm just going to drag it and move it just so it's like that. Then this one fit pretty nicely. That one, yeah, I'm just going to leave it right there. And this one, yeah, I'll leave it like that. So you can flip the photos around if you want, but I'm just going to leave them how they came. But if your photo was turned sideways, you can flip it so it's regular. So then you have your basic outline. You're going to hit done in the corner. And it brings you over to here to all the effects. I'm going to come down to colors, and I'm going to turn up the saturation. It looks kind of crazy like now, but then once you add like all the effects that you want, it'll look pretty nice. So you can bring it down the temperature, make it more blue toned, which I don't really like unless it's really warm toned and you want it kind of blue toned. But personally, I like it just straight in the middle. And then I'm going to hit apply once I am done. So as you can see in the pictures of myself, I look kind of like an Oompa Loompa. So let's go down or go up to exposure. And you can either turn up the exposure, but I don't like the look of that. So I'm just going to leave it at 0. You can mess with highlights and shadows. I usually don't mess with those. Just I think it makes it look too over edited. And then I'm going to bring down the contrast so I look less Oompa Loompa like. So I'm just going to hit apply. So now I have this photo. You can crop it, rotate it, mess with like the sharpening, resize it, all that stuff, but I'm not going to. Then I'm going to go over to this 4th category of text, and I'm going to choose my font that I want. Just scroll until you see a font that you like. I think I'm going to go with this font, PupCat, and I'm going to put thumbnail add. So then it usually shows up white at first, and I think the white looks good on this particular photo. So you can drag that where you want. You can go up to this little thing up here and you can rotate it, do all that random stuff if you want. So I just leave it centered, and by going here you can like make it bigger. I think I'm just gonna put it like in the center like this. So you have that word now. I also like the look of like a fancier font and more of a basic one. So this will count as my basic font. Then I'm going to go over to like a more cursive-y font. So I just have May Queen here, the one that's in green, and I'm going to type in the word that I want. So I'm just going to write tutorial. So then it brings it like this, and I think I want this kind of like off-centered. Okay, so once you have your text where you want it and centered or wherever you want it, then I'm just going to go over to the third column of effects. I'm going to go down to blur right down here. Then I'm going to make sure my brush hardness is all the way down and then adjust my brush size. I'm going to make it bigger because once you go onto blur, it blurs out everything. So I want to unblur all of that. And then I'm going to go under effect and bring down my brush size and actually blur out the lines just because I don't like the look of harsh lines. And I do usually do this like before I do text, but I did text first for some reason. And no, it won't blur out like the text and stuff. As you can see, it's totally normal. So I just blur out the lines just because I don't like the look of it. Then I go back to original and unblur like my face and stuff. Back to effect, I'm going to bring my brush size way down and go like, see there's the background of this flower. I kind of want that a little bit blurred out. So now we have that, and I'm going to hit apply. Make sure you do that so you don't cancel anything you did. And then I'm going to go down to doodle, and I'm going to take a black color. Make sure your brush hardness is all the way down so you don't have harsh lines. And then on the word tutorial down at the bottom, I'm going to take the black and outline it. Okay, so that part was kind of time consuming, but then you're just going to want to make any adjustments you want with your text. So I'm just making sure it's all even. Thumbnails are like everything on YouTube. People will click on your video for the thumbnail. Once again, I'm going to hit apply, and I think that's all I'm going to do for this thumbnail. And then to save it on Ribbit, you're going to, at this top little bar next to edit is save. So then you can just change it to thumbnail to tutorial example. And then hit save photo. And then it should show up in, if you have a Mac, it should show up like this. Then I just minimize it just to make sure that it's all saved. So then I go on to Finder and it should be there. Let's see. Then I can just bring it onto my desktop. And there we have it. Then you can click on it and there we go. And then you just put this into your like custom thumbnail thing on YouTube, and there you have a gorgeous thumbnail. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and comment down below. And as always, subscribe. I hope we can get to 800 subscribers soon. That would be super awesome. And follow me on all my social media. It will be linked down below. I love you guys so much. Bye!